Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're exploring a seriously visionary framework for the future. We're talking about a world where the boundary between technology and biology just completely vanishes. We'll be walking through a conceptual society where our planet isn't just sustained, but actively healed by the very machines we build. It's a breathtaking framework of tomorrow, and it tells us quite a bit about our own technological trajectory right now. Okay, let's dive into this. What does the ultimate quantum future actually look like? Well, to answer that, we have to look through the eyes of the inventor and conceptual architect behind this whole vision, Luis Manuel Ortiz Inostroza. Throughout our source material, Luis acts as our guide. He blends real-world engineering concepts with these huge cosmic possibilities to design a fully actualized quantum civilization, one that's built on total harmony, literally limitless energy, and a profound understanding of the universe. Section 1. Awakening the Quantum World. To wrap our heads around how we get to that ultimate future, we actually have to start super small. Meet the STEAM quantum chip. It's roughly the size of your standard SD card, but it functions way more like a living organism than a computer part. It literally has graphene veins that pulse like human arteries, and its internal architecture is shaped dynamically by cymatics, meaning it uses the physical vibrations of sound waves to shift and mold its own structure in real time. So Luis is interacting with this technology not just as a piece of hardware, but as a living, breathing intelligence. So, how exactly do you perfect a living chip? Well, you iterate. That number right there, 10,000, represents the sheer scale of the testing process. Imagine a massive, cathedral-sized testing chamber where 10,000 holographic chip prototypes are just floating in the air. The failed versions seamlessly dissolve into nothingness, while the successful ones rapidly evolve right before your eyes. And standing dead center in this massive room is Luis, orchestrating these simulations like a conductor leading a symphony of rapid evolution. It's wild. Section 2. Powering a Utopian Earth. Once that tiny chip is perfected, the tech scales up, and I mean way up, to change human industry entirely. Our source calls this pivotal moment the last factory. The dirty, polluting industrial smokestacks of our past literally collapse, and rising up in their place are these pristine, fully autonomous, clean fabrication towers. Entire sprawling supercomputer facilities replaced by those tiny SD-sized steam chips. From there, megacities are built using holographic matter printers. Think of it like massive 3D printing, but using pure light and quantum energy to instantly manifest physical materials with absolutely zero waste or pollution. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer scale of what happens next. During what the source calls the first quantum sunrise, millions of these steam chips activate simultaneously across the globe. Blue and gold energy webs wrap around the planet like a living nervous system. It's literally a planetary awakening. Cities come alive with clean energy, and the atmosphere itself begins to physically restore as Luis stands on the moon, looking back at a brilliantly illuminated Earth. But fueling this global nervous system takes some truly profound infrastructure. Deep beneath these futuristic cities sits the civilization core. Picture a colossal steam quantum core the size of a mountain. Just as our current everyday data centers need massive cooling fans, this advanced civilization uses quantum cooling beams to literally freeze thermal energy into visible geometric light. And it's not just happening underground. There's a quantum ocean engine powering silent, bioluminescent aquatic cities hidden deep beneath the Atlantic, with liquid metal reactors pulsing away under transparent domes. Section 3. Archives of Infinite Knowledge. You know, a civilization isn't just built on power and infrastructure, it runs on information. And that brings us to the Infinite Library. It's a gigantic, floating quantum archive constructed entirely from crystal memory towers. Instead of storing data on flat screens or humming server racks, humanity stores it in living, 3D spatial environments. If you walk down these glowing corridors, every scientific discovery, every single medicine, every material simulation, it all manifests as brilliant holographic constellations. The data surrounds you. It lives and breathes as a catalog of human triumph rendered in pure light. Section 4. Evolving the Quantum Human. This seamless integration of data and energy, it naturally extends right into biology. The human body becomes fully integrated with steam chip biocompatible systems. We're talking molecular repair nanostructures that glow softly beneath transparent skin, instantly healing any damage. At the exact same time, our neural pathways plug directly into those quantum memory crystals, granting us unprecedented cognitive access. This symbiosis between the organic body and the quantum realm means the end of traditional disease and the absolute beginning of boundless human potential. we become self-healing and infinitely connected.
Section 5. Healing our planet.
And hey, if we can heal our own bodies on a molecular level, it stands to reason we can do the exact same thing for the Earth, right? The planet itself integrates with steam networks that repair forests and oceans in real time. We see massive orbital arrays, shaped exactly like the geometric flower of life, beaming restorative energy downward. The exact same cymatic sound wave technology powering that tiny SD-sized chip is now resonating through the atmosphere to repair entire ecosystems. Looking up at sunset, the sky is filled with thousands of silent anti-gravity aircraft. There is zero pollution, zero noise, just glowing resonance trails painting a perfectly pristine atmosphere.
Section 6. The interstellar legacy.
Here is the absolute pinnacle of this civilization's engineering, humanity's very first faster-than-light vessel. It's powered by a massive steam quad-engine core. As this magnificent ship launches, the engine literally bends space-time, much like folding a piece of paper so two distant points touch, using those quantum resonance waves. And watching this historic launch from orbit is Luis, getting to witness the technology he conceptualized finally breaking the bonds of our solar system.
So, the crucial point is that all of this profound infrastructure really means nothing without a legacy. We see a child holding that tiny, SD-sized steam chip right in the palm of their hand. Behind them, an entire world transforms into a utopian civilization, while Lewis stands quietly in the background. It's just such a powerful symbol of passing the torch, handing over this vast living knowledge to the next generation to safeguard and nurture. What makes this entire visionary framework so incredibly robust is how visually adaptable it is. Our sources point out that this STEAM universe can be rendered through multiple brilliant aesthetic lenses. You can view these concepts through awesome anime-style versions or dark cinematic cuts for a much moodier vibe. You can integrate them into glowing cyberpunk cities, draft them up as hyper-real NASA-style technical blueprints, or even present them as sleek Apple-style product reveal posters. The visual vocabulary here is honestly as infinite as the technology itself.
And that brings us to a final, highly symbolic artistic portrait known as the Quantum Crown. Here, the steam chip hovers above inventor Luis Manuel Ortiz Inestraza like a glowing technological crown. Streams of mathematical equations, resonance frequencies, and energy geometry just surround him in the vastness of cosmic space. It beautifully illustrates a mind totally and completely unified with its creation.
We've explored a massive vision today, from pulsing, living microchips to orbital energy arrays and faster-than-light interstellar flight. But at the end of the day, it all circles back to that child holding the chip. As we stand on the brink of our own technological frontiers, I really want to leave you with this thought. What knowledge, what legacy will you pass on to the next generation to help build our ultimate future? Thank you so much for exploring this material with me today. Keep asking those big questions and keep looking toward the frontier.